definitely what? Sit together and talk. But most of them decided just to what? Throw the ball without knowing the capacities of its members, without planning. They would have planned and they would have said that you can try from 7. Alafu mwingine, go and try from number 2. And therefore, planning is a must in any business. Then also what I realized, they just began throwing the balls without testing first. Testing, market research is quite critical in anyone, in any business. Any other thing? So if you want to succeed in any business, know your people. We call it people, and productivity is quite important. Get to know what you want, the decisions. There are certain decisions that have to be made by you and you what? Alone. There's nothing wrong in taking risks. And most of these people that you are telling me, Vimalsha, you also talk of what? Acharya. Wajid. You'll find that they fell down severally. Like this one who went to on a bus. Who went to America on a bus? Acharya. So if you listen to their story, it is not that maybe you wake up and you are already flying, but they fell down severally. But there's one important thing: never give up. Never give up. Any other? Also, resources are quite important in any business. You cannot start a business minus a resource. Up to that point, is there any question? Up to that point? Any question? Any addition? Something that is not clear? What does silence mean? What does silence mean? What does silence? Yes.
Yeah. What I can say.
Yes.
About the game.
Yes.
Was that the distance does not matter. You can begin small. And as you test the waters. So at point 1 or point A, you can test, and if you dip it inside the bucket, then you find that it works. You can move to point B because you managed point A. So if you move to point B, it will be quite easier for you to move. So how I wish that we should not begin from point 7 because you are taking some risk. So at least you can begin from point A as you move to point 10, 20, 100.
But what you need to know is that even at point 1, you are taking some risk. So the size of the risk, probably the risk here would be much more smaller than the risk at number what? Number 7. There is no business without what? A risk. But you will learn better. You make the mistakes, because I know we have people who, when they fall down, they don't rise up, isn't it? The Bible asks us maybe such kind of questions, isn't it? Thank you so much. Any other?
Okay, an addition, for you to be a good entrepreneur, you have to be a good time manager.
Very good. Say something on that.
Okay. The thing that makes me to say this point is that for me to be a good time manager, I can choose to be at point A, but I'll waste a lot of time, because for instance, if I start with the 0.7 and win the game, I'll get a lot of points, but I'll have not wasted a lot of time. But if I take it from point A, I shall have wasted a lot of time, because I shall be going from point to point for me to read that 7 scores.
Thank you. Allow me to close that at that point in time. And remember, before we went for lunch, I did mention something about business ideas, isn't it? Business ideas? And we agreed that as we were taking our lunch, at least we were to come up with some business ideas. How many have managed to do that? How many? We are here to work on that idea, so don't be maybe shy about it. Let us do maybe some brainstorming. Brainstorm on the business ideas. There's somebody who said that he wants to be an engineer. In the morning. Engineer, where are you? Engineer. There was no engineer. Ametoka. And what was your expectation? The engineer ametoka. Somebody said the engineer ametoka. Yes. That's the engineer.
The one who was saying the other side.
Not you.
The one holding the microphone.
Would you kindly share with us your business idea then? Do you have a business idea? You don't have any business idea?
Trial. I can have my own business idea. Being a businessman is not very easy. Okay. I can explore a certain area just to, if I have some standing capital just to start a business, I can go to a certain area, I walk there and explore.
Don't talk about the capital as yet. Just tell us that this is my what? Business idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, ideation.
Let me just say the idea. I can look at the business gap. The business gap, something people are lacking in an area. Then I open a big business center where I can employ my own employers.
So what is the business idea? The business idea is like, what is this thing that you want to do?
What I want to,
yes.
What I want to start is the gap itself. The gap may mean maybe in this our area we are lacking maybe the cow wash itself, we are lacking M-Pesa. Now I can start this small business just to grow and grow and grow and become a businessman.
So basically your business idea is to have a microfinance institution.
Actually.
That's what you tell us, isn't it? Those other things will come later. He's talking about a microfinance institution. Probably he has done some market research. I realize as we're talking about some market research, a bit to come hizo. Another person, please write that business idea down because we will follow it.
Okay, my business idea is hobby.
Hobby?
Yes.
Yes?
Okay, when I do work with my people in the institution,
Yes?
I'll encourage them to do the work jovially. Like something like that.
So what is the business? You know, we did define what a business is, isn't it? What was a business? Huh? Yes? we defined a of business, isn't it? So what is the business in hobby? According to him, at least he wants to get what? He wants to open up a microfinance institute and hoping that through that he'll be able to get what? Huh? Yeah. In hobby is to a DJ. Is it a DJ? Is it singing?
Okay, there are different types of hobbies. There are different types of hobbies
So give me this one.
a person can have.
Give me your yako, the guy. We are learning, isn't it? And remember, it is a business, huh? Something that will bring you somewhat. If you work on it, then you'll get some income. Yes.
What of if I acquire any talent?
You?
A talent on that hobby.
You yako ni gani?
Yeah, no, I was just trying to clarify
Business again, business
talent
story, you
is
pay.
yours can make him get something for money. Maybe for singing, he has got talent for singing. He can go and produce his songs and get something from that.
Does that talent have a name? That's why I was talking about a DJ. Because we are going to set future by a business must have a name. Must have a name, isn't it? Does that talent have a name?
Okay.
I hope we are learning. Isn't it? Yes.
Okay, if I say, for example, someone who calligraphs.
Right?
Who calligraphs.
An artist.
Yes.
Yes.
You can make an improvement there by investing in the calligraphing as you continue with your business.
So that's the business. So is it the designer, Jason the designing, I'm an artist?
Graphics, design.
Designer. Sorry? Graphic design. That's a nigga you Jimmy. Thank you so much. Any other business? Yes.
Business idea, troubleshooting office equipment.
Troubleshooting?
Equipment.
Yes. Help me understand that.
That is where when there are so many offices around,
Yes.
people are using computers around.
Yes.
And there are no many technicians around. So you can set aside a certain building where you can troubleshoot.
Yes.
You can help them to maybe restart their computers when they are not working well. So
Troubleshooting of office equipment. Other chairs.
Types of business.
Vehicles.
most of them, what I'm talking about is office equipment such like computers, laptops, only.
Thank you so much. So when you hear me asking this question, I'm trying to refine what? Their business idea. So kindly also write that down. We will see how we work with it.
I have a question. My question is,
Yes.
how can we start a business?
How?
How can we start a business?
I like that. How can we start a business? That is what I'm doing now. How can we start a business? Are you referring to the money element or? So that is what I'm doing. You must start with a business idea. That's what I'm talking about. You cannot plunge into the deep waters. You have taken a loan. I'm sorry. Most of us, we take loans. Then the loans end up either in Mandazi or women dresses. That's true. Huh? Beautification. You've taken a loan, but you don't know what you want to use this for, no? So the loan, the startup, I know the money, that one comes towards the tail end. The tail, kabisa. When you are already sure of my business what? This is my business idea. You've done it. Any other? Is there somebody whom we have left out? Hello? Hello? Is there somebody who has an idea which you want to share? And I would like to encourage the teams that have identified something, kindly write it down. Then we'll continually work on it and see how we move on. But apparently there's nothing in agriculture. Senor, that's also acceptable. You cannot pause. Any business idea? Yes.
Okay, I have a business idea under hospitality that is starting in an international and African cuisine. That is why we find that most of the people in the modern world today, they are using the international cuisine. But starting an African cuisine that is using the locally made products from the farm or from the farm to the kitchen itself. That is producing something good from the African nature of food.
Thank you. Thank you. Have you heard about that? Hello? You've heard about what she has said? Is it something that can be refined? Because more often than not, we tend to buy thinking that anything foreign is good. Sindio? And Kenyans, we really have that mentality. Anything foreign, even if it is of low quality, is good. But she's saying that she'd want to what? To start African what? Cuisine. But now you have to bound it, because it can be so wide and so big. So you need to focus in which what sector do you want to do that. Sawa. Any other? Write that down also. Where are our fathers and our mothers? Our fathers and our mothers, you know, they need our support. A business idea? A business idea? Do we think that maybe what we have just gone through, is it important? Hello? Hello? Is it important having a business idea? Yes. Is it important?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it important?
What I can say is that some businesses are self-driven. Somebody who may be traveling a lot may think of starting matatu business. So that is a matatu business. And again, somebody who drinks maybe may think of starting a bar. So some of them are self-driven.
So let's talk about the matatu business and let us explore it further. So what is your business idea?
Matatu business.
Yes.
Me to expand on it.
So maybe the experience of maybe traveling a lot, that now comes under the market research. You cannot just maybe take a matatu and put it where? From Kindu to Oyugi, without knowing the needs of the people. Probably they need motorcycles than the matatu. Probably the volume may not be there. But what we are trying to say is those market research should help